Hi Flosstube! I'm back! Okay, my name is Christina. I usually live in Sweden, but now I have been accepted and I am currently working abroad. We'll see for how long. It's planned until January next year, and hopefully I can manage to do the second year that they want me to do. But we'll see. I have to actually be able to deal with being away from family for that long, so we'll see. For now, I am actually in Greece, working here, so it's a lot of fun. Today it was really sunny before, but the clouds are starting to roll in, so we'll see. I tried to pick the spot in my apartment that has the most light in my living room. The sun is... Okay, so if the sun is here, my living room window goes like out that way. But in my bedroom, the sun shines in through one of my windows. So I was hoping to have some good natural light, but I hope it's okay. I kind of don't have a lot of wiggle room with the light. So I hope it's okay. I do want to say a very large welcome back and warm hugs and everything to you guys who come back and watch my videos. I thank you, honestly, from the bottom of my heart. It's a joy to do this. It's a lot of fun, and I want to say a very large and warm welcome to anyone who is new. This is my channel, Journals and Stitches, where I talk about how I journal, but I keep that at the end if you're not interested. And also cross stitch, hence Flosstube, and the actual channel name also. So let's get into my stitching. I do have whips here with me, and I will also, when I start to talk about my whips, I will talk about how I need to change my plans for now, and how things will look, how I kind of foresee them right now. Anyway. So next part of our usually scheduled programming is stats. If you're not interested in stats, I'm sorry, I am. I try not to dwell on them though. So for this month of March, and by the way, today is March 30th. And I have no finishes so far this month. However, I will get a finish by tonight. I'm really, really close to a finish on one of my projects. I'll show you in just a minute. And I have one new start that was planned. I did say at the end of my previous video that I was going to start this. And I also decided to restart one of my projects. I'll show that in a minute. And I have worked on 6 projects in total for this month. Some of them, unfortunately, not as much as I would have liked, but I'll explain that in when I get to them. And oh, I forgot to write how many stitches I did. I did, okay. 1 sec, and I will calculate the stitches. Okay, so I did some math, and I have calculated that I have done 6,985 and a half stitches. You'll understand the half when I show you the project. And then the stitches I put in on my Pokemon. And I need coffee. See, the sun's back. Now, we'll see for how long. So, and okay, let me just go and blow my nose. The pollen is, whoa. Okay, and let's see how far we get this time. Okay, like I said, those were my stats for the month. All finished with numbers now, kind of. Okay, so let's get into the whips. We will start with my Formula 1 stitching. That is in my Rammstein bag. Now, before I was doing this 2/1 10 stitch on 28 count opalescent hand-dyed fabric from Tom and Lily Creations. That fabric was really nice. It, however, wasn't really suited for the 2/1 half cross. I was really hating stitching the pattern. Not that there's anything wrong with the pattern. The pattern's amazing. But how I was stitching it and what I was stitching it on just didn't mesh. I didn't want to stitch it. I was not happy with it. I wasn't never looking forward to stitching it. It just, I didn't like it. So I decided I would bite the bullet and I restarted it. So now, so this is what it will look like when it's finished. I think before I was at 30 or 40%, I think. But I had made like major errors in counting, so it was a mess. It was not great. And since this is a test stitch meant to be shown in her shop listings and such, I just, no. I decided if I'm not happy stitching it, it'll take longer to get done, so we scrapped it. And did I save the fabric? No, I just chucked it. I was, bye-bye. The pattern is from Sol Galleria on Etsy. And what did I change to? So I changed to, I think, a 16 count Ada opalescent. I don't know the colorway anymore, and to be honest, it doesn't really matter. It's from a dyer who no longer dyes. That is a great loss. She did amazing work. It's from Chromatic Alchemy, and I think this is amazing. I did 2,470 stitches, and I'm now at 14.98%. And this now looks absolutely gorgeous and stunning, and I love it. And I'm actually looking forward to getting back to this, which says a lot. So this is what I have done so far. This way. Needs to go this way. Okay, so I started at the bottom. And It's almost as wide as it will be. I think it comes out to like here on either side a bit. I'm trying to fill in these gaps here now that I have the lighter colors on either side stitched, and the same on this side. I wanted to wait to put in the 939 until I had both sides covered with the lighter stitches, so I didn't accidentally mess up the colors, and it's looking amazing. Yes, so this is now a joy to stitch. It's great when I need block colors. And yeah. And as you can see in the sun, this really sparkles. Even without the sun, it really sparkles. And the fabric is so good. Love it. And I have quite a bit of it left. So after I do wolf with glasses, I'll probably put, depending if I can fit it, I might put it on this little scrap here, the lion with glasses, which I also have to test stitch. Yes. So that is that. So that is my restart and my Formula 1 stitching. I have a lot of stitches to do, but the 2 races that were planned for April were in Bahrain. No, not Bahrain. It was in Bahrain and Saudi Arabia. And due to a very specific war that a certain orange moron decided to start without thinking of the consequences, that they're not happening. So I have a whole month to catch up on my stitching and insert all the profanity and bad words about a very certain someone here. Okay, moving on. But first, coffee. My second cup of the day. Okay, my new start and soon to be finished. I unfortunately cannot show you everything of the pattern, but my new start was a pattern called Sturdy Valley from Colorfully Sarah. She has removed all the patterns that are fandom stitching because of she didn't want to risk copyright issues. So this particular pattern is no longer available. However, she does do a lot of really cute designs that are amazing. I have 2 other patterns. One is My Little Pony and one is winter stamps. And the winter stamps are really, really cute. And I have a very nice dark blue hand-dyed fabric, not this one, for wolf with glasses and that, but another one. And I have struggled to figure out what to put on it, and the pattern I put on it is just a mess. It doesn't work at all, and no. So I've decided I will probably be taking frog all those stitches or rip them all out, and I think on that fabric, when I'm ready, I'll put the winter stamps on it, and yeah. But anyway, this pattern, which I will have shown you before, was a new start, like I said. It is done on what I think is a 28 count linen. I don't know the colorway name. I don't even know if she named it, to be honest. But it's from the wonderful Cross Stitch Bunny. I have met her twice in person. She has her own YouTube channel. She will be linked down below. And she's really lovely. You should go give her a watch if you don't already watch her. And if you can, I highly recommend her shop also. also linked down below. So this pattern, it's looking like this, and some of it is like just like you see here, it's just in the hoop. So it's 3 chickens, you can't see their heads, and 2 hearts that are up top. You can kind of see one of the chicken's heads there. And then this is the rest of it. As you can see, it's almost done. I put in 2,949 stitches on this. It is at 87.15%. There are only 435 stitches left, and this will be finished. So after this Flosstube, I am going to get this edited and ready to upload, and then I am going to finish this because I can bang out the last few stitches. This has been a joy to stitch. It has been so fun, and being a fan of the game, it's been even more fun. So I've really enjoyed it. With the tulips, the poppy, the chickens. I think this is a Bengal flower, corn, peach. No, is it a peach? Yes, this is a peach, not the apricot. The mushroom, potato, the pumpkin. I mean, look, it's amazing. I love this pattern. I love it. Very easy, super, super easy to stitch. So yeah, I'm currently working on this red mushroom. This will be a raspberry and a radish, and here will be an apple up here. Yep, love it. Will be finished, like I said at the beginning. This is going to be a finish, and I'll show it to you in its entirety next video. So come back and see that. And now we can move on to my other projects that I've worked on that are kind of, didn't get a lot done on them, but it is what it is. They did get some progress. So the first pattern I'll show you is my new epic project, so to speak, or well, it even has epic in the name, so yeah. Did I get a lot done on this? No. I'm sorry for all the working threads, but it's a work in progress. So this is this. I call it Epic Dragon Age. It's with all the protagonists and antagonists of the games, Dragon Age. The artist is the wonderful Kiwi. You can find her on Instagram. She'll be linked down below. There is a hashtag where I try to upload every percent or so onto Instagram. Also in the description if you want to follow that and follow along on this journey. It's done 2/1 half cross on 25 count even weave, ungridded, just a normal even weave. And I did a measly 566 stitches, so I'm at 2.31%. Not where I want to be. I want to at least get 1% a month, but I didn't get that done this month, unfortunately. So I'll try and make up for it in the coming months to get back on track. I need a better lamp because in the apartment I have the natural light in the day, and then in the evening I only have this big overhead ceiling light that is fine for projects like Stardew Valley and the like, but when it comes to the higher counts, it's been a struggle to see where I'm stitching because the light doesn't hit it right, so it's not been easy. So I am going to go, there's an IKEA here where I am, so I'm gonna go and get a light and also a small cheaper cart so I can have my floss hanging on that because I don't have floss storage here otherwise, so I need to get one. And I will then have it, I'll take the cart and whatnot back home, or the cart anyway, and I can have it upstairs, so it'll be used anyway. So, but anyway, this is where I'm at. I have been trying to fill in the empty stitches. So I have filled all of this in, and I'm working in here, moving along. And yeah. So as you can see, yep. Anyway, that's up. We'll see when I am able to get back to this. It probably won't be this month. We'll see how things go. Next project is, okay, so I'll do this one. It's Pokemon Gen 1 Epic Max Color Extended Edition. And how many stitches did I get done on this? I actually have no idea because what I did has gone beyond what is currently in my pattern keeper, or it's not pattern keeper, it's markup RXP, but the version of the max color isn't the extended version, so it ends like right here or something like that. And what did I do? Well, I have worked on the background and gotten quite a chunk done. I hope you can tell the difference. And my smart self will have inserted a photo of what this will eventually look like. Yeah, so I have decided that the background, so this blue here, will be stitched 2/110 on this fabric, and all of the Pokemon will be 1/1 full cross because the background needs to go fast, and because there's a lot of it, and doing full cross on background is just, ugh, it takes forever. But when I do it half cross, it goes a lot faster, which is good, which is what I need. And in order to not get lines, I am trying to feather this. So I'm doing like that. And that's all I did. I didn't work on a single Pokemon. I decided for this month I would try and bring the background along because, as you can see, up here where this line is the top. And Mewtwo, the outline is all done. I will have Articuno here. That one isn't quite finished. And as you can see, Dratini No, Dratini's here, and Dragonair is there. And Dragonite. So they are finished, at least around all the border of these Pokemon. And as you can see, there's quite a bit of white up here. So I have a good solid chunk of background that needs to get done. Eventually, I think Mew is up here, I think. Or maybe Mew is down here. I can't remember. But if Mew isn't up here, then as you can see where Articuno is, that is a decent chunk. Because I think the pattern, this is like almost the edge of Articuno's wing. So it'll go to maybe like here. And this is a sizable chunk of background that needs to get done. The most background you can see is up top. Around the edges, it's not that bad. And at the bottom, there's like practically none. We'll see if I change that to where I add like, no, I won't, because then it would look weird. But yeah, so this is what I'm doing. And probably when I continue, I will try and keep moving the background over. At least up until Mewtwo. So I have this all done. And then try and work in the various Pokemons I have started up here. And yeah, so it's a good chunk I got done. I'm happy with that. Oh yeah, Mew is apparently underneath Articuno. So yeah. That's a lot of background that needs to get done. Next project is this one. Mermaids from the designer Rugo. I have this in Saga, and I stitched 160 full cross stitches and 685 half cross stitches. And this is a work in progress, so there are hanging threads. And I'm stitching this as called for, so some of the full cross is just 1/2 and some is 2/2. And likewise with the half cross stitches. So this is what I have done so far. I know I was working on bringing this part down. I want to fill in here on the side and move over a bit and just work where the colors I get to go. We'll see when I get back to that. What I get done. Okay. Last whip to show you, actually, for what I have done this month is my Mirabilia. So this is what it will look like in the end. This month I have done 498 stitches and I'm currently at 40.11%. I have put this into Stitchly, the app, manually, so I have a digital pattern to work off of and therefore I don't have to worry about making working copies or anything like that. I can just work digitally. It also tracks my progress, and I really like that. So let's see. Okay. And she's a big girl. Okay, so let's move some of these working threads out of the way. Okay, so this is what she's looking like so far. And this dress, her body will start to move up here. And this huge ass dress is completely finished except for beading and a wee bit of backstitch up until here. All of that is done, and up to like here or something. So that's a huge chunk of dress that is finished. And there is a little bit of Kreinik. Let's see. So you see the sparkle bit there, I think. So the edges of this medallion and this medallion is in Kreinik. There will eventually be here towards like the bottom of the dress a Karen water lily called Ink or something like that. So yeah, I'm quite happy with how this is turning out. It looks amazing. And good Lord, there will be so many beads to put into this. But it's okay. I knew what I was getting into. So yeah. It'll be good. And this fabric is 28 count even weave, hand dyed by myself. And it's worked 2/2. And it's looking amazing. Okay, that is actually all the whips I have worked on during the month. And it's practically over. Tomorrow is the 31st. And I have a day shift tomorrow, which is 12 hours from 7 to 7:30. So and my family will be coming. So I won't be getting stitching done at all, I don't think, tomorrow. To be honest, but that's okay. I really miss my family, so, and I've only been here a few weeks, so yeah, it's been a few weeks. Okay. And okay, so let's do what I think I will do next month. Next month, I am going to be focusing. Okay, let's rewind just a bit. So I have not brought every single pattern, every single whip I have started with me. I do not have fabric with me to start new things. I do have fabric already cut out for one new start, because this landlady has been so nice and so awesome and understanding and helpful. So I am going to make her a small gift as a thank you, because she's been so nice and understanding, because, okay, never mind. Anyway, moving on. So because I cannot bring everything with me, I had to decide, well, what would I bring? So besides the patterns I worked on this month, that I will forever blame Flosstube for making me bring them. But I do also kind of really want to work on those patterns, and I do want them done. Especially like the Pokemon has been ongoing for a few years now, so it needs love and attention. But the patterns I brought are the patterns I want finished as soon as possible. And yeah, so I brought those with me to try and in part motivate me to get them done, but also like give myself the dopamine kicks of getting things done and finished. And that brings me to, what am I going to stitch next month? Well, I will be continuing Wolf with glasses. I have Formula 1 stitching to catch up on. So I have quite a few stitches I need to put into that. For Formula 1, I have not done the China sprint race, the Grand Prix race, or the Japanese Grand Prix race. So that's 3 races I need to catch up on. And with no races this month, it's a perfect excuse and time to catch up. Hopefully my drivers will start to race better, but I guess they still need to get used to the new cars and how they work and all that. So they're not performing well, unfortunately. Or maybe fortunately, because it means I do need to put in a lot of stitches. I don't know how I should feel. Because if I had stayed with Ferrari, it would be less stitches because they're actually racing really freaking well. Like, oh! Okay, so maybe this year is Ferrari's year and I should have stuck with them, but oh well. I chose drivers I like. They are really cool drivers, so... Anyway, the next project I'm going to continue on is Beachcomber from Carolyn Manning Designs. I'll show you what I have so far. And it's like this. So this is what I have so far. I have the entire, it's all in there, all around, all the edges are done, and this color is completely done. I've marked where every single patch is, so I can just move all around, and I am now going to do color by color and color complete. So I fill this in slowly but surely, and all the threads you see will slowly disappear as I stitch over them. Like this is waiting for me to stitch over. So that is the second thing I'll be working on. And the third thing I have planned to work on this month is Gone to Pieces. This is so close to a finish that when I work on it next, I'm going to add the year 2026 because this thing will be finished this year, or I will be so mad at myself because there's no excuse. Because as you can see, oh, it's so big. Look, the only thing I have left is the rest of this puzzle piece, this bit, and this puzzle piece. That's it. And it's done. I need to put the 6 for 2026. And yeah, and then it's all background stitching. And it's done. I mean, there is literally no excuse why this shouldn't be finished next month. I mean, Beachcomber, yeah, sure, okay, I can understand, because that's quite a bit of stitching in that still, but this is going to be finished. Mark my words. Next month, I will show you 2 finishes, at the least. If we're really lucky, maybe Beachcomber will be finished. I doubt it, but I'll give it a good try. Okay. So that is all the stitching I will be showing. I will move on now to journaling and show you next month. So if you're not here for the journaling, bye-bye, auf Wiedersehen, whatever. Thank you for watching, and leave me a like, comment, please subscribe if you haven't already done so, do all the YouTubey things, share, whatever. And I will see you on the 1st of the next month. Okay, so time for journaling. Yeah, okay, so I did show you. Okay, so I have changed it up again for April. So this is how April is looking, my cover page. Yep. And here is my calendar. And so this was where I was tracking the Formula One for this month, but these are both gone. And notes for today's Flosstube. Now, I decided I was going to change things up again to suit my needs. So I have put in a small space for schedule, so I can write in how I work, my shifts. I have put in to plan my meals, so I can plan when I will eat what. If I need to go shopping for anything, I have room here for a shopping list. And things I need to get done can go here. If they need to be done a certain day, I will write that down. Otherwise, it's just general to do this week with my calendars up top. So I see the dates. And I did that for the entirety of the month. The last week of April, it's a 5-week month, and that doesn't really suit. So I decided I would just do 4 weeks and put the last week of April along with the beginning of May. So that will go into next month's journal, which I haven't decided the theme yet, but I went with a green theme because spring is really starting to sprout, and here, yeah, spring is here. So it's going to get really warm on Friday. So almost 20 degrees. So it's starting to feel like summer for me, but we're nowhere near what summer will be here in Greece. But yeah, so that's my journal. You will see how this theme works out. I have high hopes for April that this will work out nicely, how I do it, because if it does, I will keep going with that for the next month. But we will see how it works out. I need to give it a good test, and next week will be the first week where I do that. My family will be here, but yeah. I still need to plan food. I need to plan if I need to go shopping, so it still holds up, and I do have some work to do. I'm not entirely free the whole week, so yeah. So with that said and shown you, I will love you and leave you. Have a wonderful day. Whew. Oh, I need to go blow my nose. Oh, this pollen. Whew. Okay. With that said, bye for now. Please come back in a month and I'll see you then and show you the progress and the finishes.